explain.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, what's
so, she made the complaint in September.
And what, you're following up now, 6 months later?
Can you please let me explain? We got the complaint in September. We've had trouble getting the phone reports. Okay.
What do you mean, had trouble getting the phone reports?
We had trouble getting them.
Yeah.
Okay, now we've got them.
Why, because she's went and harassed Tara for phone reports or something, trying to make a no, this is you trying the bullshit.
She came to us.
When? 6 months ago?
Yes.
Yeah, 6 months ago. It's been fine since then.
It's violence against women. We cannot.
You know, it's bullshit.
No,
what about the 24 males that kill themselves every week in Australia to do with this? You know? Yeah, to do with this. You don't bat an eye to that, eh? Doesn't matter.
Domestic violence.
Yeah.
That's what we're
Yeah, what about domestic violence against the male?
You can make
complaints, mate. Yeah, well, I'll make complaints. You know, I'm sick of it. The way people get treated and that. You know, it's used.
Clause that will always show up with this particular type of pathology, cross-generational coalition with a narcissistic borderline parent, and will show up in no other pathology. No other pathology in all of mental health will produce this set of 3 symptoms. The first one is attachment system suppression toward a normal range parent. The child is rejecting a normal range parent. It's really weird. Now we're in attachment pathology, and that says there's pathogenic parenting somewhere. Second symptom is a set of 5 narcissistic personality traits in the child's symptom display. The child is showing 5 specific narcissistic symptoms: grandiose judging of the parent, a sense of entitlement, the parent's supposed to meet my needs, an absence of empathy for the parent, haughty and arrogant attitude towards the parent, and a splitting, a demonization of the parent. I call these the psychological fingerprints of control on the child by a narcissistic parent.
Seems like fathers are becoming less and less important and more obsolete in the modern world, or at least that's how it seems publicly. And when they are being discussed, at least observationally, it seems like we discuss fathers in a pretty negative way, or at least in the way that indicates they're imparting bad values onto their children. I mean, a really recent example of this is the Gillette ad that came out.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys.
Shut up, Gillette. Nobody even invited you. Sorry, I invited Gillette. Even last week, I found this article. Father of 3, 31, devastated over not seeing his children enough following his marriage breakdown, after sneaking out of the hospital. A young father of 3 was so heartbroken by the breakup of his family that he snuck out of a hospital and took his life. Breeze Montenero, 31, died alone in his flat in Perth on Monday, having not seen his sons, aged 11 and 12, and a 9-year-old daughter since Christmas. He felt like he had lost everything and was living in a nightmare that was never going to end, his grieving mother, Beverly Bell, told Daily Mail Australia. The super sad thing about this is that while this one happened to make the news, this story isn't even remotely uncommon. Even this article says that 60% of male can be traced back to the breakdown of a relationship. I personally always knew that number to be about a quarter of male being linked to parental alienation and relationship breakdown, but regardless if it's 25 or 60%, those numbers are ridiculously high. While on one hand I think it's super necessary that stories like this make the news, on the other hand it's really sad to me that a lot of people still don't care about what the justice system does to fathers and what relationship breakdown does to fathers. And there's really no support systems for them out there.
Please, this hurts. Nothing to see.
Do you have good fun at the park today? Yeah? You went on that big slide today for the first time, didn't you? It was good, wasn't it? Well, I'm glad you had a great time today, mate.
I love you, baby. Daddy's gonna miss you. I love you. Alright, give me a kiss.
I just need to tell you a few things.
here I am. Daisy. All grown up. Got kids of my own, you know. Right grown up me. Woo! It's Daisy from the future. Shit yourself, did you? Yeah. So you bloody should. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Social workers. Kafkas bollocks. Lordy Ponty Wanty judges and the rest of you. Yeah, that's better. And Mum, I'm talking to you too. And Dad, whoever the bloody hell you are. People just don't tell the truth, do they? They just lie all the bloody time. And you two, all you ever did was argue. You argued and dumped all your crap on me. Thanks. So, Dad, are you a pedo? Did you do things to me? No, look at me, not the judge. I'm asking you. Because Mum said that you did. I don't remember, do I? Or do I? There, Dad. Is this your nose? Eyebrows? Chin? Probably. Because guess what? I ain't seen you in 20 years and I don't know what the fuck you look like. I am Mum from the past. Thanks for all the childcare and all. But have you always been such a stuck-up bitch? Yeah, of course you have. So, Mr. Big Knobhead Judge, we've got my dad, non-existent, bastard, and my mum, stuck-up bitch. So I don't know what the hell to believe anymore. I don't know what to believe anymore. My life got stuck in your courtroom. Thanks. So, I need a piss. So can you leave now? Go on. Leave.
Regularly who are going through the family courts, and they will explain just how re-victimizing the process is. So we have cases where victims have said to me, if I'd known what it was going to be like through the family court, I'd have stayed in the abusive relationship because I'd learned how to manage that abuse. In the family courts, it's out of my control, I can't manage it, and it's relentless. It almost feels like the courts are colluding with their perpetrator and enabling the perpetrator to continue that abusive behaviour. That's incredibly re-victimising and traumatising. The family court needs a major overhaul. That secrecy is actually enabling abusers. And so it's really important that we sort of lift the lid off the family courts and we actually understand the court decisions that are made.
Where dad enriched do better in school even when they come from poorer areas with lower ranked schools. They have less ADHD and more empathy. Yes, actually dad involvement leads to an increase in empathy. Dad deprivation, on the other hand, is the greatest predictor of a boy committing or taking drugs. Dad-deprived boys are much more likely to drink excessively, be bullies, to drop out of school, to be alienated, to be rudderless. But now that boys who hurt are hurting us, we're taking note. Dad deprivation is common to 26 out of 27 of the mass shooters who have 8 or more people.
Now, let me make it clear, you know this as well as me, there are millions of feckless fathers in the country. People who don't care about their children, who walk away from their responsibilities, and we're not flying any flag for them. We're flying a flag for the millions of fathers who want to be a part of their children's lives and are not being permitted to be so. So, old-fashioned or not, these are my views.